All right. Looks like I'm live. Cool. Good morning, folks. I'm Gail Wolf, and this is Morning Medicine. Happy Tuesday morning to everyone out there. I'm running a little bit late this morning. In fact, I'm running almost half an hour late this morning. My computer was dead. My phone would not upload the live feature for Facebook, and just a handful of things just kind of happened this morning. So whatever, all you can do is roll with the punches and keep showing up, right? So this is morning medicine, and hey, good morning, Jessica. uh this morning I'm going to talk about uh shining your light, and that means very different things to a lot of different people. Hey, good morning, Mary, good to see you. Buenos dias, mi amiga. I'm horrible at Spanish, but I like to try. Even though I lived in Mexico for a while, I still never quite got the language, but not my forte. Um, but anyway, so today I want to talk about shining your light and what that really means. It's so different for every person. We've all got these different gifts. We've all got these different things inside that often we don't ever really think about them because we were born the way we were born. And we oftentimes do not see ourselves for what we truly are. And oftentimes people see us in ways that are amazing, and have thoughts about us that are amazing that we never give ourselves credit for. We're so used to focusing on the things that are dark, or so used to focusing on the things that are bad. And oftentimes that is where our thoughts go about ourselves. And so we don't necessarily ever get to see or believe that we have something special to offer, or believe that we have a light to shine at all. And if there was ever a time to shine your light, it's right friggin' now, man. I mean, look around. Look around at what's happening in our world. Look at where things are at. Look at where people are at. We've got every single day that we turn on the news or open a newspaper, we've got an image that's absolutely disturbing. They're showing people getting hauled off in body bags and all kinds of very extreme things. And that sucks. When you turn on the news and all you do is see reports of a sickness, or um, a death, or a bankruptcy, or this financial institution has failed and these other ones are failing, and so so is mad at somebody else, and this person's upset with this other thing, and it's just, dude, I mean, that's a load. That's a load to look at the world right now. I mean, it's friggin' heavy, man. And so, like, it's times like these that we really need people to shine their light. That this is the optimal time to do it, to really find your voice, or find the light that's inside, and begin to live from it, begin to express it, begin to find out what that is, and move forward with it. How's that saying go? It's the darkest light is before the dawn, or it's something like that. Yeah, I think that's it. The darkest light is before the dawn. Or if you're familiar with the analogy that at night, or I should say in the morning, when the sun is coming up. Hey, good morning, Sherry. It's good to see you up there in Minnesota. Anyway, um, yeah, the darkest light is before the dawn. And I can actually attest to that. I mean, I don't know how many folks have ever been up before the sun comes up, and you go outside, especially in the wintertime, you can really feel this. And it's right before the sun comes up, and it's just super, super cold. It's just cold as can be. The temperature's lower, the dark is the darkest. It's just like there's that chilling, super chilling half hour before the sun actually comes up over the horizon. And or another analogy for this would be, if anybody's ever been sick or had the flu, and you've got the fever going, and there's that you'll have it for like a week. You'll feel just terrible, and then hey Carolyn, good morning, all the way out there in New York. Hey Jen, how are you doing, girl? Um, and you feel horrible for about 5 or 6 days or however long it hangs in there with you, and then there's that one night where you just like you feel awful and you sweat it all out. You wake up in the middle of the night, your bed sheets are soaked and everything is drenched. It's just gross. And then you wake up the next day and you still don't feel great, but you feel a hell of a lot better. Folks, I believe that right now in our society, we're in that moment. That we're in that moment where everything is as dark as it gets. Everything is as challenging as it gets. That we're in that coldest moment, that darkest time, that we're in that night before the night where the sweat breaks. I believe that that's where we are at on a planetary level. And given the fact that there are 8 billion people going through this instead of just one, you think about it, if you're just one person, you're going through something, it doesn't last as long. We tend to move faster as individuals. As a collective, we move way slower. So this dark night, this moment before the dawn, I believe is going to take a little bit more time over the course of years as opposed to one evening or just an hour or so in the morning. But the thing is about this is the fact that things are moving slower. Yeah, Carolyn says she's feeling it. I mean, there's a lot of people that are feeling it. I know I am. I know when this whole thing kicked in, I was like, ding dong, time to go, Gail. And now I can't shut up. It's like I've got so much to say about everything that's going on. I cannot shut up. And I won't. Like right now, like I found my voice in the middle of this. I found my light in the middle of this. And I believe that everybody else can find something, find their light also in the middle of this. Because it's the challenges in life that cause us to rise up, that we find those things that are special inside. We find those things that are just a little bit different. We find those things that are unique, those things that we tend to offer other people that help them to either feel safe or supported or grounded or illuminated or inspired or nurtured or loved, or sometimes the best thing we can offer people is forgiveness or safety. These are some of the very basic things that we can do for people and offer people during these times. And like I said, there's been no better time to dig in and find these things than right now. Because quite honestly, if we're totally comfortable in life and everything is going smooth and we've got plenty of money in the bank, the house is paid for or is totally stable, relationship is good, family is good, economy is good, we tend to just kind of float along and things don't really we don't really dig in that much. And it's not to say that we have to have challenge to dig in, but challenge we always dig a little deeper. We always strive a little more. We always look inside for those energetic reserves just a little bit more. And we do what we can to bring those forward because we know we need a little bit extra to get through the moment. And I believe that right now that's where we're at. And on a global level, that's where we're at. And the more of us that can dig in and find that light inside, the faster and more graceful we're going to get through all of this. And this can look so many different ways depending on who you are. It is not for everybody to stand out with a sign and protest. It is not for everyone to make morning videos and broadcast them live on Facebook. It's not for everyone to create legislature that's going to help change things. It's not for everyone to be the one that's in the hospital making the breakthrough discovery. Everyone has their own unique expression. And what I mean by that is it can be very, very simple. It doesn't have to be some grandiose, grandiose thing. Sharing your gift is not necessarily um, shining your light brightly, or shining a really bright, exorbitant light. Maybe it's organizing a basketball league or organizing online gatherings. Some people have an extreme gift for community and bringing people together. Other people, it's making posts on Facebook or posts on Instagram, and whatever these posts are, maybe a post is saying we need vaccinations, and you put that post out there vehemently and strongly and stoutly that we need vaccinations. And or maybe your gift is we should absolutely not have vaccinations. Or maybe your thing is maybe we should just all be super 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 healthy and we'll all be fine. Or whatever you bring it forward. And when I say that, there's this mindset out there that if everyone speaks their mind, that because there are people that have different points of view, that you have to have conflict, that there has to be unrest. If you have two polar opposites, that they have to fight in order to try to find a balance, or in the way our society has been, that one must dominate, or there must be a winner and a loser. It doesn't have to be that way. And in fact, it's this one of the things that's going to change, that we see evolve over the next few years, is we're going to see some very strong polar opposites that start to get along. These are the miracles that we're going to see through these years and through these times. Because here's the things, folks. Even if you're one of these gun-toting people walking on the Capitol, or you're somebody that's sitting at home and alone, you're looking for the same thing. You're looking for safety. If you're someone that's making the strong post, we want vaccinations, that person's looking for safety because that's what they think is going to keep them safe. If you're the person at home saying, I don't want vaccinations, I just want to be healthy and I don't agree with any of this person's looking for safety also. We're going to start seeing the common threads that exist among us as human beings that need forgiveness, compassion, safety, and love. We are going to start finding these common threads with one another. And these are going to be, and these can be, and these are the threads that bind us and keep us together and give us strength to move through times like this. This is the way. It really is. We don't have to argue. We don't have to be at each other's throats. And one of the major things that helps us to align with this kind of truth inside is to find out what our individual expression is to know what that is and to stand in it. And this is expressing our gifts, whatever that is expressing your gift. Maybe it's your voice, maybe it's your silence, maybe it's your compassion, maybe it's your love, maybe it's your anger. Because anger plays a very key role during this time also. We've got some major shakedowns going on, some major things that are um, getting notifications on my phone here. Um, we've got some major things going down, and sometimes it takes anger to push through where things are at. And anger can be a gift as well. Um, what else did I want to say about this? Oh, maybe your gift is art. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's singing. Maybe it's dance. Who knows what it is? But whatever your gift is, bring it forward. I know some people that they have that I work with that have this gift of being sweet, just being an all around sweet person. I know people that are they're in families that are really, man, families that are really out of balance, families that are really abusive, families that are just really self-destructive or lost in alcohol or drugs or whatever the situation is. But these people are just very sweet in the middle of it all and they never lose that sweetness. And yet they spend their time wondering, what is my gift? What is my offering? And it's like, you are the offering. That sweetness is the offering. And we all have these different things inside of us. And it's times like these that we find out what they are just by being who we are. And it's really that simple. And so that's really what I've got to say today. So take a look in the mirror. Take a look in the mirror and see who you are. Take stock of who you are. Take stock of what's inside. Take stock of what lights up from the inside, and just be willing to stand in it in the world and appreciate who you are. It's one of the best, most nurturing things we can do for ourselves, for sure. Um, and I sincerely appreciate donations for jumping on here and doing this. I get on here 3 days a week, and I do think about this a bit in the morning before I jump on here. So really appreciate donations, and also if you're someone that might want um, a personal session, I do personal channelings for people, and also just personal guidance sessions. I know this is a challenging time for a lot of folks. I've got a lot of business experience, and also I'm really great for one-on-one. So there's a link for these things in my Facebook post, and also every Wednesday night I do a live channeling, and it's on a Zoom meeting, and it's pretty cheap, and you get to bring your own question, and I channel a message for about 45 minutes, and then do about 45 minutes of a live Q&A. And there's a link in the post there for that as well. And on Thursday nights I run a group for intuitives, and one of the main things is, with being intuitive, a lot of us are familiar with being empathic, where we feel other people's emotions or feelings, um, excuse me, perhaps more than they do sometimes, and that can be a real detriment to our lives sometimes. But this is a group where we learn how to practice using your intuition, learning how to harness your empathy, and use it as a gift. Our intuition and our empathy are keys to this awakening process. They really are, because through through the medium of intuition is where we start to discover that we're not alone, that we are one, that we are actually feeling very similarly to a lot of other people all at the same time. And it's through our commonalities that we find our humanity with one another. And intuition and empathy is one of the prime gateways into understanding and knowing that oneness. So Thursday nights, it's a playful time. It's fun. Come together, practice our intuition. We do readings with each other. Sometimes we do different exercises. It's awesome. There's a link in the post there for that as well. And then also check out my podcast. I've got an awesome podcast that I've been doing for actually my friend Jay Eaker and I have been doing this for almost 2 months now. In fact, a little bit over 2 months now, and I think we've got 8 or 9 episodes up. And so there's a link in the post for that as well. So come check it out. It's a lot of fun. And is there anything else I got going on? Yes, the Wisconsin Alternative Expo is happening on June 14th in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Come check it out. There's going to be classes all day. I am also offering a class, crystal calibration class at 11:30, and then also doing a live channeling for a group of people at 4:30, no, 4 o'clock. So come check that out. Also, that's going to be an awesome event, and yeah, that's going to be at the Holiday and Convention Center in Stevens Point. So there we have it. That's what's going on in my world, the offerings and so forth. But for right now, let's do some somatic work and then do a guided meditation. Uh, these exercises are great for dropping in, getting centered, and getting clear, and getting grounded, and getting focused. A lot of us are experiencing anxiety. Even if our lives are great, even if we're well balanced and healthy and doing fine financially, a lot of us are around other people who aren't. We're around a lot of people who are challenged or suffering or having a rough time of it. And um, and a lot of times we're picking up on what those people are going through, and that affects us. So these exercises are great for grounding and getting present through no matter what we're feeling, whether it's our anxiety or somebody else's. So let's drop in a little bit. So just to begin by having a seat, being in a seated position or laying down, and uh, close your eyes. Closing your eyes and bringing your awareness inside. Stilling yourself enough to hear your own thoughts, to feel your own emotions, to feel your own energies. Let any thoughts you have about where you're going at some point in the rest of the day, or where you've been, or what you're having for breakfast, let those things just fall away. Give yourself the gift of the here and now. There's nowhere to go, and there's nothing to do. There's only right here and right now. Begin to deepen your awareness, bring your attention to your breath. Begin to feel the rise and the fall of your chest. Begin to feel the inhalation and the exhalation as the air enters and leaves your lungs. And we're going to deepen in that awareness by taking 5 deep breaths. The breath is going to be in the mouth. And as we breathe in, we're going to be filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, our torsos, our bases, our thighs, our knees, our calves, all the way out to our toes. And then we will exhale from the toes all the way up our legs, all the way up the base, all the way up and all the way out. And on the inhale, nice stretch where you breathe in a little bit more than you think you can hold. And on the exhale, exhale deeply and squeeze every last bit of air out so you can get a nice compression at the bottom of those exhales. All right, here we go. Breathing in the mouth. Filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, all the way out to your tippy toes and hold for 2, 3. And exhale from your toes up the calves, up the knees, up the thighs, up the base, up the torso, all the way up and all the way out. Nice job breathing in for the second breath. Filling your body up all the way down through your legs, all the way down through your toes, and hold for 2, 3, and exhale. Squeezing from the bottom all the way up, all the way out. Just getting a nice squeeze at the bottom of the exhale. Good job breathing in for the third breath. All the way out to your tippy toes and hold for 2, 3, and exhale. All the way up the legs, all the way up the base, all the way up the torso, all the way up and all the way out. Nice job breathing in for the fourth breath. Filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, all the way out to your tippy toes and hold for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes up the thighs, up the base, all the way up the body, all the way out completely and squeeze the bottom of the exhale. Good job breathing in for the fifth and final breath. All the way down through your entire body. Keep breathing in, stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe in a little bit more breath than you think you can even hold, and then hold it for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes, up the calves, the thighs, the base, the torso, all the way up and all the way out, and breathe normal. And just take a moment to check in. Check in with your thoughts. Check in with your energy. Check in with your emotions. Just check in with yourself. Just notice where you're at. All right, nice job. So now we're going to do another exercise, and there's a somatic practice where we're going to be bringing our hands to different parts of our bodies and then breathing into those areas. And what this does is the breath is in the nose and out the mouth. And when a person breathes in the nose and out the mouth, what it does is it creates a very grounding effect inside the body, wherever you are holding your awareness. And we're going to do this into three primary areas. The one is the upper chest, the next is the solar plexus, and the next is the navel. And these are three areas where often we hold three energies or three different emotions. And when we can connect with these energies, with these emotions, we get grounded and we get more present. So here we go. Hey, good morning, Greg. Good to see you, buddy. All right. So eyes are closed, shoulders are relaxed, elbows hang gently to your side. The breath is in the nose and out the mouth. And we're going to bring all of your awareness into your upper chest. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, expanding through the chest. Good job. And out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way down. And again, breathing in the nose, breathing right into the chest. Expanding through the chest and out the mouth. And breathing in the nose for the third breath. Breathing into the upper chest, good job, and out the mouth. Allowing the hands to sink all the way down on the exhale, and breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. Expanding through the heart, expanding through the chest, and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to relax all the way back into your spine, and breathing in for the fifth and final breath. Expanding through the upper chest, and then out the mouth. Allowing your hands to relax into your chest. Good job. Next spot is here in the solar plexus, breathing in the nose. Stretching the energy, movement, and breath all through the solar plexus. Stretching on the inhale and exhaling out. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back to your spine. And breathing in the nose for the second breath. Allowing your solar plexus to expand all the way out and then out the mouth. Allowing your solar plexus to collapse all the way to your spine. Good job. Breathing in for the third breath. Stretching through the solar plexus and exhaling out. Allowing it to compress down and breathing in for the fourth breath. Making your solar plexus nice and big and out the mouth. And exhaling or inhaling for the fifth and final breath. Stretching with your awareness, stretching with your energy, and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back through to your spine. Good job. Bringing your hands down to your navel, one hand over the other. Breathing in your nose and breathing directly into your navel. Stretching with the energy, movement, and breath, and out the mouth. Allowing your navel to compress all the way back. Breathing in the nose for the second breath. Relaxing your stomach as you stretch through it with your breath. Good job. Breathing and exhaling out the mouth. And breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. Stretching from the spine all the way forward through your navel and out the mouth, allowing your navel to pull all the way back into your spine. Good job. And breathing in the nose for the fifth and final breath, breathing directly into your stomach, stretching your awareness, stretching your breath, stretching your movement, deepening in your awareness, and out the mouth, allowing your navel to compress all the way back into your spine and relax. Let your hands come to your knees, breathe normal, and just check in with yourself. Notice where your thoughts are at, notice where your awareness is at, notice where you are at. We're going to go into a guided meditation now, allowing your awareness to drop into the earth, having your awareness deep, deep, deep in the earth, all the way down in the very center of the planet, sensing and feeling the groundedness and the centeredness and the peace that is in the middle of the earth. Feeling into the energy and the information that is in the crystals within the earth. Feeling into the energy and information that all the minerals in the earth has. Feeling into the rocks, the gravel, the sand, the water, feeling the oceans and the rivers that are inside the earth. Feeling the dirt that is a part of the earth. Feeling the lava that's deep inside the earth. And bringing that deep, grounded earth energy up from the very center of the earth, up towards the place where you are seated or lying down. Allow that deep, grounded, peaceful earth energy to come up into the bottoms of your feet and into your toes. And if it helps, imagine walking barefoot in the grass or walking barefoot on a beach, having your awareness on the groundedness in your feet, bringing your awareness and that grounded earth energy up into your ankles. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your calves. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your knees. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your thighs. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy in your hips. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your tailbone. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your pubic bone. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your lower back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your belly. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your middle back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your chest. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your upper back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your shoulders. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your upper arms. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your elbows. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your forearms. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your wrists. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your hands. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your fingers. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your throat. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the back of your neck. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your face. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your ears. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the back of your head. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the top of your head. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your forehead. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your eyes. Bring your awareness to the darkness behind your eyes. Bring your awareness to the darkness in your mind's eye, which is in the space of your pituitary gland, the center behind your eyebrows. In the darkness of your mind's eye, either see, imagine, or feel a spark of light emerge in the center of that darkness. And it could be that all you see is colors, or all that you can do is feel it or sense it, and that's fine too. And in the darkness, with that spark of light that you can either see, feel, or imagine, we're going to increase its size incrementally by breathing into it 3 times. Every breath is going to make it a little bit larger until it is the size of a marble. The breath will be in the nose and out the mouth. Here we go. Breathing in the nose directly into the space of the center of your forehead. Expand that spark of light and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for the second breath, increasing it a little bit larger. And out the mouth. And taking the third and final breath, increasing it to be the size of a marble. And out the mouth. So now we're going to duplicate this marble-sized orb that we have sitting in the center of our forehead. And we're going to send its twin straight back through the center of our brains, straight back through the 2 hemispheres of our brains, improving the connection between these 2 hemispheres, opening the neural pathways, creating balance between the 2 hemispheres of our brains as this orb moves back through the center of our brains until it resides in the space between our ears in the space of our pineal gland, which is the house of intuition. We're going to take 3 breaths into this marble sized orb that's sitting between our ears, and each breath is going to grow it until it is the size of a golf ball. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, breathing directly into the space between the ears and out the mouth. Taking a second breath, breathing in the nose directly into the space of the pineal gland between the ears. In out the mouth. And taking a third and final breath, breathing into the space between the ears. Expanding that orb to be the size of a golf ball. And out the mouth. So now we're going to duplicate this golf ball sized orb that we have sitting between our ears, and we're going to allow its twin to float straight down through our necks. As it travels down, the light of this orb is bringing healing light and healing energy into our teeth, into our mouths, into our throats, into our voice boxes, into our cervical spines. And as it moves down even further, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our collarbones, our shoulders, into our upper respiratory systems, until this golf ball sized orb gently resides in the space of our hearts, where it's bringing healing into our hearts. We're going to take 3 breaths into this orb, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. Every breath is going to increase the size of this orb by just a little bit until it is the size of a baseball. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, expanding that orb, and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose, expanding the orb even larger. And out the mouth. And taking the third and final breath, breathing in the nose and expanding the orb to be the full size of a baseball. And out the mouth. And now we're going to duplicate this baseball sized orb that we have sitting in our hearts. And we're going to send its twins straight down through our bodies. And as it moves down slowly, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our livers, into our stomachs, into our gallbladders. And as it continues to move down, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our pancreas, into our spleens, into our large intestines, into our small intestines. It's bringing healing light and rejuvenating chi energy into our kidneys, into our colons, into our bowels, and into our bladders. And until it moves all the way down to the space between our pubic bone and our tailbone, where it's bringing healing light and healing energy into all of our reproductive organs. And now we're going to take 3 breaths, breathing in the nose and out the mouth, to expand this baseball sized orb even more till it is the full size of a softball. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, expand that orb, and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for the second breath, expanding the orb to be even larger. And out the mouth. And taking the third and final breath, breathing in the nose and expanding the orb that we have sitting in our base until it's the size of a softball. Spanning that out and out the mouth. Feeling the connection between the tailbone and the pubic bone all through your base. Now we're going to duplicate this softball sized orb and send its twin straight down into the earth, sending this orb down 20 feet into the earth, sending it down 20 yards deep into the earth, sending it down 20 miles deep into the earth, sending it down 200 miles deep into the earth, sending it down 2,000 miles deep into the earth, sending it all the way down to the very center of the planet. And allowing this deep, grounded, centering, and peaceful energy that's in the very center of the earth that is now entraining itself within this orb. And this orb is beginning to send that entrainment and that energy and that information into the four orbs that we have within our bodies right now. It's bringing healing light and healing energy into the orb that we have in our base, in our heart, in our pineal gland between our ears, and our pituitary gland behind our third eye. And as these orbs energize from the earth energy, they begin to expand like plants, growing rapidly, expanding light and energy all through our bodies, bringing healing light and healing energy into our bone marrow, into our bones, recalcifying our bones, bringing healing light and healing energy into all of our joints, rejuvenating and healing all of our ligaments, our tendons, our cartilage, bringing healing light and healing energy into our myelin sheath, bringing flexibility, elasticity, and strength back into our muscles, rejuvenating and healing our circulatory systems, healing our veins, our capillaries, our arteries, our blood, our heart, our lungs. And as this light expands out from these orbs, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our nervous systems, healing our neural pathways, aligning our spines, aligning all of the nerve endings with grace, peace, and groundedness. And as this light moves out even further through our system, as it deepens in our system, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our endocrine system, healing all of our glands and balancing all of our hormones. And it is also rejuvenating, energizing, and healing our immune defense systems, developing within all of us the antibodies to the coronavirus and any virus or bacteria that could ever do our bodies harm. And as it expands out, it is also including our organs, our eyes, our ears, our smell, our taste, our touch. It's bringing elasticity, youthful vigor, and vibrance back into our skin. And as it moves all the way to the deepest depths of our system, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our DNA, awakening the quantum layers of DNA that our science calls junk, awakening these quantum layers, awakening our intuition, awakening our sense of oneness, our remembrance of who we truly are, awakening our DNA into a higher frequency, a higher level of efficiency, a higher level of self healing as it actualizes our divine blueprint, activating our highest form, our highest way of being, radiating our own light. And take a moment to sit in silence with that. And when you're ready, you can begin wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and wiggling your nose. You can swing your body side to side a little bit, forward and back, bringing your awareness into the present moment. And when you're fully ready to become fully present, you can open your eyes, bring your awareness back into the screen in front of you, back into the moment. Right on, folks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being in with me. Whatever you heal in ourselves, we also heal in other people. So we are not in this alone. And I will be back on Thursday morning, which is in 2 days, to do this all over again. So until then, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and take care.